Next game here, e4, going for the e5. And we're going to play the classical stuff. Let's make a new prediction. Choose outcome. We're going to go back. Oh, sorry. This was a no. Complete prediction. Let's do a new prediction. 30 moves or less, guys. Back to 30 moves. Scotch. Let's take. Knight g5. Wow. I have not seen this move ever. That's crazy. What a shocking move. I'm very tempted to just say hello. Yeah, let's say hello. Queen h5 will play g6. Okay. He doesn't believe me. Yeah, no, knight g5 is just too early. You can't attack with one piece in the opening. Yeah, see, that's what happens, guys. I mean, you never know at this level. Some games go, you know, much more difficult than others. You guys remember the end game, right? When we were down a piece. I mean, that was like really tough. And then other games, it's like players at this level, they just kind of collapse if they don't get the right opening. So it can be quite a wide margin. There have been some strange openings, David. Yeah, I mean, we had like, you know, someone playing e3, d4, c4, c5. First 4 moves. And like knight f3. I mean, yeah, no, there's... But this is rare. I think at this level, this stuff gets pretty rare. Okay, queen h4. So we have h6 if we want. The question is, does white have any, like, tricks? Like, there's no knight f7, queen is hanging, bishop c4, we're taking with our bishop, our rook is hanging, but we can just take with enough pieces on g5 that white will never see the rook. So I'm thinking h6, maybe f4 might be a weird only move there, but hard to believe that this will really work out for white. Like, we can start with bishop f6, knight is still pinned, and then we're threatening to take that one. And if e5 we take, and then the queen is hanging, bishop's defending the rook, I think white's just not in time. Okay, let's do it. Yeah, although I'm curious about something. Okay, f4, good move. Never mind. Okay, I want to do this one. Hopefully I'm not missing a way out here for white. But I think we're good. In e5 we're taking with tempo, so it just doesn't work. Might be GG. Yeah. Is this guy throwing? Is he in the chat? Did he bet on yes? Is that what's happening? 1-all mug, that's so funny. We literally just had this question like a little while ago. I'm assuming you weren't here because you just followed. But my take is that memorization is not needed in chess at all. I mean, it's a very, very small advantage that some players have. But what you study and your time spent with the game is much more important than memorizing stuff. Okay, bishop is obviously under attack. We can go here, we can go here. I think both are fine. Depending on which pawn we want to keep an eye on. Yeah, I don't really know. Let's go bishop g7. And knight can come out to e7. Bishop c4. Yeah, good move. So that's the thing. Like, this guy doesn't strike me as like a bad player. Like, he's making very reasonable moves. It's just, yeah, the opening was not great. All right, knight e7. If takes, I think we just move the king, and we're fine. And if fg5, maybe we take on e5 a tempo. Attacking and defending. Okay, castles. Now time for d5. If there is ever a moment for d5. It's a nice trick, because if takes fg, you guys know what's up. Oh no, my pawn. Knight a3. Alright, let's play a6. Oh no, my pawn. Try again. Man, this guy sees everything. Alright, I think he wants knight c4. Should we go b5? Do we try again? I mean, we want to kill... It's not... I'm not just, like, playing for tricks. Like, I do want to just restrict this knight so it doesn't get in the... Like, now this knight is basically useless for white, right? And, okay, if we want, we can fianchetto. It's a good move. It's not just, like, playing for tricks. Oh, g5 is still hanging. Shoot. Sveshnikov knight, exactly. Okay, g3, finally. Finally. Alright, now we just, I think maybe just this move actually. Just keep it real simple. Not necessary. Bishop b7 I'm sure is fine. Castle and queen. We're up a piece, guys. We don't have to do anything insane. But this move I think is just kind of solid and instructive, so let's go with that one. Just to keep the file closed, making sure white has no tricks. And now we're just going to put this bishop on b7 and make him pay. Make him pay. Yeah, d3 is definitely an idea there. Yeah, I was thinking about. But I didn't really see much because when we play d3, it gives up the e3 square for the bishop. So it's actually not necessarily so great. Okay, let's just castle. And just get out of dodge. Maybe setting up some rook h2, some Steinitz. Some Steinitz action. Okay. She takes it. Now, one thing annoying is that I gave up this e6 square. Like the pawn, whatever, but the e6 square, I'm gonna mourn that one. Maybe time for d3. Oh, d3 takes knight d4. Now that's an idea. That's an idea. I don't know whatever I was doing earlier, but this is a real idea. If he plays c3 though, that's gonna be a bummer. Well, c3 maybe knight d4 anyway. Take, bishop takes, bishop e3. Okay, rook e6. That's fine. Max Kroll, thanks for following. Queen d4, queen d5. I mean, both are good. Queen d5 kind of walks into some stuff, so I have to just be a little careful. We're really gonna play queen h1, takes, knight d4, knight f3. Not really sure that's necessary. Yeah, let's just go here. Let's just keep it real simple. I don't know why we have to play for some brilliant checkmate. We can win the game easy. It's like takes, and we hit this. All over. Just gotta keep it simple, guys. Bishop d4 I'm sure was winning too. Hanging b2 pawn is hanging. Small boulder, the size of a small boulder. Small boulder, size of a large boulder. I'm hoping for it. I'm hoping for rook takes h2. Just not my move, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would gladly play it. I did lose a game, and they weren't officially cheating, but I did report them because I'm pretty suspicious. Okay, bishop c3. Yeah, so we'll see. I'm kind of expecting their account to get closed. Right. Okay, guys, let's just do it, huh? For the fans. For the fans. Yeah. Fortunately, it's not that fun if we just like win the queen back. But it is a mate, I think. King g2, takes, rook h8, king g1, bishop d4 check, and then we're mating. So check, and mate. This is move 24, guys. Move 24. So I think we're gonna make it. Was it mate if he saved the queen? Well, there was no way to save the queen there that I saw. Yeah. This is a good game. It reminds me of some, you know, Steinitz classics. You gotta love the old rook h2. This is mate, right? I'm not hallucinating? Okay, good. d3 pawn with the win. 26 moves. GG. That's going to be a GG. And let's see the numbers. 60 points bet on yes. Wow. Well, you guys believed. Nice. That was a good game. That was a good game. I think rook takes h2 is good. I didn't really see any... I mean, I'm sure we have many ways to win. Like, we can just take here. I think in a normal game, I would just take... I would take here. Extra piece. Easy win. But okay, rook h2, I mean... That's beautiful. You know. But I had this... I mean, this idea was percolating the whole time, right? So... Not that crazy. Thanks, Fisher. Much appreciated. Yeah, well, I mean, you know, guys, we like this. We like what we're doing. Did I update the score? Shoot. No, last edit was 16 minutes ago. I did not. All right, there we go. We like playing chess. Hey guys, thanks for following. Thank you again for the raid, Japanese tutor. Hope you had a good stream. E4, I almost played C5. All right, we're playing E4, E5, guys. Rapid speed run, educational, doing good things with the pieces. Every game, no mistakes. Okay, B4. Evans Gambit. All right. All right. We'll take it. We'll take it. I like pulling the bishop back to E7. I think this is a solid line. Yeah. Now, it's not Evans Gambit like someone named Evan, but Evans Gambit as in Captain Evans. So like Marshall Gambit, like Marshall is his last name. Evans Gambit doesn't belong to Evan, but it belongs to Captain Evans. All right, castle. I think our idea is to play knight a5. Maybe his first name was Evans. That's possible, but still, we would still call it Evans Gambit, but without any apostrophes. Yeah, that's how that would work. Okay, bishop b3. Now this defends the bishop, but this bishop needs to be kept on the board. The way like Short and like Kasparov played it, they would just keep the bishop e2, and then argue that the knight on a5 is bad. But here we get to trade off for a bad knight. White could have also won the pawn back, but then they lose the light squared bishop, so it's pretty balanced. Okay, now I think d6 should be fine. I'll just try to develop our knight and castle quickly. No, there's no apostrophe because think of other openings, guys. There's like Marshall Gambit, Benko Gambit. None of these have, you know. None of these have the apostrophe. Oh, we didn't do a prediction yet for this game. Whoops. All right, here we go. 1 minute, guys. Botez Gambit. Yeah, exactly. All right, d4. So if knight f6, we're losing this one, which is not the end of the world. We can afford to give up this pawn and just castle. We can also take on e4. Rook e1. Knight c5 tempo, and then we're kind of okay. So let's play knight f6, and then we'll decide afterwards what we want to do. Yeah, King's Indian does have the apostrophe. That's fine, because there's no one named King. They're talking about the chess king, like the king's side, the queen's side, right? Queen's Gambit is fine because it wasn't named after a player. Or was it? Was Queen? Queen was a very... Maybe we should start that rumor. Queen invented Queen's Gambit. When Freddie Mercury sat across Queen of England. And he went d4, she went d5. He played c4. He didn't even know what he was doing. He didn't even know what he was doing. He was just like, oh, I guess I'll move this pawn. Okay, take... And I think we're okay. No, we're not okay. GG. Yep. Oops. Yeah, anyway, so probably I should have just taken back in all seriousness and then just castled and we'd be fine. Give the pawn back, 2 bishops. Solid position. Alright, rook e1, we're going to castle. Now we get the extra pawn, we get the bishop pair. We're in business. Yeah, guys, it's a good lesson for you. You know what? That's it. No one has any excuses. You guys saw what I did there, right? I hung a piece. I hung a piece to a tactic that's like literally like first five puzzles in Puzzle Rush. Like everyone in chat could have found that tactic and would now be a piece up. So next time someone blunders against you guys, no excuses. You take it. And you remember, like, anyone can blunder. Max, you shouldn't be listening. Alright, 92. I think we just do this one. Hey. I'll blunder however much I please, okay? In the name of instructive content. Yeah, anyone can blunder, guys. It's not a big deal. That was instructive. That's the most instructive thing I've done all day. Oh. I see. Ooh, a blunder speedrun? Where I gotta hang something once per game. That's actually pretty fun. I would definitely want to try that. That could be cool. Okay, h3. h3, h3. Let's pull this guy back. It's a great gauntlet idea. You gotta blunder something. Kind of hard to judge though. Like what constitutes a blunder? Forced blunder. Yeah, we would have to make the rules very specific. But yeah, you gotta hang a piece at some point. But that's the thing. Are we talking about like hanging a piece like you just leave it on pre? Or are we like, because I hung a piece in a way that was very much not obvious, right? Like, so that would be a good way to hang a piece. And I think that would count. If you just play like bishop g4, like that's not fun. That just means like that, like then you just might as well play like piece odds, right? The fun thing is seeing whether or not they're gonna catch it. Because if we make it obvious, then okay, we can just play like piece odds and it would be the same effect. I think the fun part is whether or not the lower rated player spots their opportunity. I have done that with my students actually. Like we'll like play a game and it's understood at some point I'm gonna hang something, and so they gotta be on it, you know. And if they're not, if they don't spot it, then okay, you know, they're not gonna have a good time. Find the most intricate and hard to spot blunders. But how do you determine it's not a sack? Well, the determination would be based on the compensation. Like, if you have no compensation, then that's not a sack, right? That's just a piece blunder. If you have compensation, then that's more of a sacrifice. Okay. So I think maybe we want to go after this one. But rook c1 will happen. And no real follow-up there, right? So I think we just want to keep things simple. e5 is kind of bothering me. So let's play bishop d5. I think the bishop is just good on this diagonal. But who's to say what is just... Well, I mean, we would just have to... It would just have to be understood. I mean, I think too, yeah, like, you know, the host and whoever's doing the gauntlet would kind of understand the difference between a sack and the blunder. So bishop e5. Okay, trying to trade the bishops, which is fine. I mean, we're up a pawn. I think we're okay with trading pieces here. Can also just play queen f5. Yeah, let's do that. And if g4 will just back it up. Yeah, I think it's very clear to understand the difference. Like, if you go bishop takes g2 in a position, that's a sack. Even if it's like, yeah, or like the player, right, you know, it's like, yeah, so many ways. But if you go like, I don't know, some other move, like bishop e4, then that's like, what compensation are you getting from bishop e4, right? Nothing. All right, rook b1. Let's go rook e8. So this is kind of a typical moment where the best thing for white to do here is just like nothing. If he trades, then black gets the open file, and that's going to be bad. And if he goes rook e1, we're going to trade again on e1, knight takes e1, queen takes f2. We win a big pawn. Hey, thanks for following, guys. I'm missing a lot of follows. My bad. Not for you. Koza, Big Sir. Big Sir, I'm a big fan. Big Sir. Great place. Alright, a4. Now maybe I'm liking this move. Knight e4, takes. And then we'll try to take on f3. Now it's important, there's some tricks here. If takes, rook takes e4, queen takes b7, then we don't want to go rook e8 defending the rook, because then there's going to be queen takes e4, rook takes e4, rook b8, back rank checkmate. But if takes, queen takes b7, we can just drop this rook back to e8. We defend the rook on a8, and white doesn't really get enough for the exchange. Pazzo, thanks for following. 8190, guys. We're close. We're close to our daily goal. 8,200, and getting ever closer to our established dojo goal of 10K. All right, c4. Going after the queen here. Check g3. You can also take on f2. Oh no, bishop is hanging. Hold up. All right, let's give this check. probably gonna see king g1. Let's see, take, queen takes, take on f3. Yeah, we're doing all right there. Actually, takes, queen takes, can take on c4 as well, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, let's take here. Let's just simplify. Got the extra pawn. Nothing special needed. All right, knight takes d2. Cool. So I think now we just pull back. And our bishop is just an amazing piece. I mean, so good. Defending the pawn, attacking this one, attacking this one. Next we want like queen g6, maybe rook a d8, just active play. All right, a5. I think we go queen g6 here. Just ask white how you're gonna defend this one. Because g3 makes a lot of weaknesses, then we keep probing. Keep probing. Okay, g3. Unfortunately, that might have been forced. Because, well, just no great options there for white. All right, let's go here. Actually, this was kind of an annoying move. Wish I played this one, because that would hit. That would hit both of those guys. Okay, can we still make it work somehow? Now, one thing would be nice would be to take and then get queen f3 in. That would be cool. All right, we also have rook e2 as a move. Yeah, I like rook e2. Rook e2, g4. We have takes on f2, and then if takes, queen just comes in, super painful. Let's do it. All right, gotta watch the time a little bit. So just hard for white to move. We got a lot of ideas here. This might be our next move. And if knight moves somewhere, we're just gonna go queen f3. Start putting the screws in. Okay. Let's go here. Maybe we were looking for this idea, just to get the checkmate going. And that's move 31, guys. So that's it for this one. Max has made it. All right, we'll grab this pawn. Solid. All right, let's pull this guy back. Let's threaten reignite the threat. Maybe f4. Okay, fair enough. Well, let's keep playing for the entry. Just trying to get our pieces in. Maybe this one and this one next. Knight b3. Just gonna rip everything open. Gotta give up my beautiful bishop, but I think it's worth it. Sorry, buddy. Alright, someone show Jesse. Man, this guy's good. Good with the free moves. Alright. GG. GG. Alright, e4, we're playing e5. Knight c6. Should be 5. Let's go here. Oh, exchange Rui. All right, exchange Rui, no problem. This is a typical trick Black relies on to win back the pawn. And this line is really not the most dangerous for Black. Even the main lines are not that bad, but it can be kind of annoying to play this structure. Here, though, I think we're definitely fine because we win back the pawn on e4 with check. White probably has to go queen e2 to like trade off the queens, go for the endgame. And then in this endgame, we just have the two bishops, and our 4 versus 4 on the queen side is not that bad. Like the double pawns are slightly annoying, but the structure itself is like very, very solid. So it's only when white gets a kingside majority that this structure can be dangerous. So if this pawn on d4 was on the e file, then that's a better structure because then white can actually make a pass pawn on the king side, and black can't make a pass pawn on the queen side. But here, nobody can make a pass pawn on the queen side, nobody can make a pass pawn on the king side, but black is the two bishops. So we kind of just have the two bishops for free. Okay, so let's just develop our pieces. Knight of 6. Guys, grandmaster advice, develop your pieces. Okay, rook e1. To be honest, kind of an annoying move, actually. How are we going to deal with this check? Let's play bishop f5. Okay, king f1. I want to be careful here because if I move the king, I'm going to get hit with knight e5, and that's actually kind of annoying. I think we're fine though. We'll just defend the pawn. And the king can try to find the home on b7. Maybe there's a more accurate way to play this endgame, I'm honestly not sure, but once we get the king to b7, I think I'll feel better. Okay, let's go king c8. If bishop g5, we'll just ignore it. We'll go bishop d6. Let black take, or let white take. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I messed something up for black. Totally. But I don't know what I did. Knight f6. Oh, I guess we could have, just going back for a moment, we could have just developed the bishop first and then castled. Maybe that was the most accurate way, because then we don't have to deal with this with these acrobatics. All right, actually, can we go bishop b? 4. This looks like a somewhat testing move, because white really doesn't want to go c3. Oh wow, no, that doesn't look right. We're gonna take that one, and then we're just gonna pull back bishop to d6, and we cover the e5 square, and everything should be fine. Yeah, bishop e6 and castles. I think, Steve, you're right. Snap plays c. Yeah, I probably just forgot about the check. Probably was thinking his king is like on g1 or something. Bishop f6 will take that, no problem. Okay, knight d2. Okay, now situation has changed. I mean, we can put the king on d7 here. Like, I don't really see the danger. There's knight b3, rook d1 coming. Okay, let's think. King d7, knight b3. We put a rook on e8, rook d1. We trade one pair of rooks if we want to. We don't have to trade rooks, actually. I'm not sure that's really the best of... You know what? I think the king might actually be somewhat vulnerable in the center. Let's just play b6. Bring the king to b7. This will also work nicely against the knight on b3. So I think we might have to have done this one anyway. Okay, rook e3, totally fine. Let's bring this guy back, I think, to this diagonal. I don't know if we want this guy stuck on the king side. I think bishop d7, maybe bishop c6 one day. So knight d4, bishop d7. We're kind of tempting white. Okay, knight e4. Shoot. Well, I mean, we're up a pawn. I don't really want to give up one of our bishops just yet. Maybe bishop e5. Takes, knight g5. Still not so easy. f6. Maybe it's okay. Bishop e5. Takes. Knight g5, f6. Oh, but not knight g5, guys. Knight g3. Knight g3, and white wins the pawn back, unfortunately. Okay. Let's think. We just play king b7. No, then takes rook e7 check. Ooh, that's really bad. Maybe we just trade off one of the bishops here. Maybe it's actually not the worst thing in the world. It's unfortunate, but we still got the extra pawn. Okay, and now I think king belongs in the center. No, unfortunately they don't let me play on ChessKit. I've sent many emails asking, but they're like, no, they don't let me. Okay, now we just want this one. And see, this is the problem with the double pawns. It's like, these pawns aren't that useful as like extra pawns because they're not able to make a passed pawn. Okay, rook h4. I think we go c5. And if knight f5, we're just gonna rip into the position with rook e2. You just rip into the position. I think rook h4 was a pretty serious mistake. I think white should have just reinforced the rooks and kept e-file. Then that would have forced me to trade rooks, and then we'd get some like bishop versus knight endgame, which would probably be pretty unclear. But here I think black gets some nice activity, and okay, if white takes, we'll fix our structure. So b3. And I think I just want to go for the full counterplay here. Also throw in bishop e5, maybe rook d1 check, king moves, c4, rook d8 in that position, kind of a funny move. Knight e7 check, king will move, knight d5, c6. Okay, let's try it. So bishop e5. We're expecting rook d1 check, king c6, c4, and then we're gonna rook c4. Oh my god. Okay, this is why you don't calculate, guys. All right, because they're just gonna play some other move. This is why calculation is overrated. Okay, let's, I guess, harass this knight. sure we're looking for some way to play b5. I guess we could have tried king c6 there as well and then played b5. Hey Levy, how's it going? Okay, knight e3. I think our rook is not in trouble yet, so let's get the other rook in. Now we just want to come in like this. And his bishop on e5, I mean, it looks like a bad bishop, but I mean, it's actually like, I mean, pretty strong. Maybe it doesn't look like it. To me, this always just looks like a bad bishop. Like, oh, it's hitting some pawns. But actually, no, it's a pretty good bishop. Yeah, especially once we play like f5. Yeah, it's this f6 pawn that's throwing me off. Once we play f5, then it's just unquestionable. Oh, that's cool, Levy. I met another guy from Montenegro. He did my show on Chess24. Okay, now white has a tough time because if king f1, we come in. It was this guy named Dino. I don't think I know his last name, but it's on my YouTube channel if you want to check it out. Okay, b4. We can take this one. Not sure what's happening here. I think we just take, and I think white just kind of blundered something, it seems, because yeah, this is just all hanging. All right, so if we take, there's going to be check, and then if we play back, there's like f4. I think we can also just like come in, rook d2. I don't really want to deal with all this stuff. I just want to crash in. Yeah, pigs on the 7th, guys. Pigs on the 7th. Very good. This is called good. Alright, rook f1. Let's just snap this guy off. I just don't like that it's always hanging to like some knight c4 stuff. Yeah, very hard to come back from this as a defender because the rooks are just way too active. And now we have pawns, like we have, this point you have like a million ways to win. You can push your a pawn, you can push this guy probably and break through. Take the c pawn. Yeah, of course it's always possible to lose anything and everything. So we want to be precise until the absolute end. Let's push here. Then I think our plan is just like bishop d6 and b5, or we can start with f5. Okay, rook comes over, so now playing for some small counterplay. Okay, let's start pushing the a pawn. Knight c4. Okay, now I think we take this one, and we really just want the d4 square here, because that's going to give us some tactics. So if this rook wasn't here, we would just take immediately and then go like check, rook f1, bishop d4, mate. But then white takes, and not so clear. So let's just play here. And that should almost do it. The knight now is like in danger of getting trapped. Okay, let's just push this one. White is like completely tied down to this f-pawn. And the knight is just completely, now this bishop is clearly just very good. It's just like anchored. We call this a crystal, if you've been following the book club. And as long as we just don't hang any forks, we should be good. Knight e3 just loses, we take, and then we have mate in 3. Okay, this one, that's fine. Let's Swing around this way. Knight c8. Okay, we'll push a3. And now we're in range to just like take everything. Or take twice and push a2 while the rook is pinned. So we're probably just going to do that next. Oh, this one's just hanging. All right, we'll just take that one. Taking the knight is the easiest way to force resignation. And then we're just going to come back. Okay, GG.